The trial of Sean Diddy Combs had already commanded national attention. It was the fourth week in federal court, downtown Manhattan. Combs, the music mogul, sat impassively, facing charges that could define his life. The air in Judge Arun Subramanian's courtroom was thick with legal arguments, but on June 3, 2025, the decorum shattered. An unidentified woman rose from the public gallery, her voice sharp and loud. She was a Diddy supporter, her outburst immediate and visceral. All proceedings halted, heads turned, court officers tensed. This was raw emotion, uninvited. The focus shifted from the defendant to this new, disruptive force. Her words were a torrent. "Diddy!" she screamed. "These mother-asteriskers are laughing at you!" She accused those present of mocking a black man's legacy. Her tirade continued, laced with anger and defiance. She even dared someone to pull your gun out, ninja. It was a shocking display, a direct challenge to the court's authority. Sean Combs remained composed, his face betraying little emotion. The storm raged around him, yet he was its calm center. The courtroom was thrown into disarray. The judge, the lawyers, the jury, all were witnesses to this sudden breakdown of order. The gears of justice had momentarily seized. The trial had a new, unwelcome character. The interruption was a chaotic sideshow. The courtroom, however, was thrown into disarray. Judge Arun Subramanian was visibly displeased. His courtroom was a place of law, of procedure. This outburst was an unacceptable breach. His frustration was palpable. He had a trial to conduct, serious charges to oversee. There was no room for such spectacles. The sanctity of the proceedings had been violated. He needed to regain control, swiftly and decisively. "Remove her immediately," the judge commanded. His voice cut through the lingering shouts of the woman. Court-martials moved without hesitation. They approached the disruptive spectator. She continued to yell, her voice filled with defiance. But the order had been given. The federal marshals were efficient. They escorted her from the courtroom. The heavy doors closed behind her, muffling the last of her cries. The immediate threat to order was neutralized. With the woman gone, Judge Subramanian addressed the remaining occupants. His tone was stern. He issued a clear warning. Any further disruptions would not be tolerated. The proceedings had been briefly delayed by the incident. The trial was too important, the schedule too tight. The trial would proceed, but the memory of the outburst would remain. The charges against Sean Combs, aged 55, were formidable. Federal prosecutors alleged sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. They also included racketeering, conspiracy, and transportation to engage in prostitution. These were not minor offenses. They painted a dark picture, a stark contrast to Combs' public persona. His empire, built on music and business acumen, now faced its gravest threat. His liberty was on the line. A conviction carried a potential minimum sentence of 15 years in federal prison. It could extend to life. Combs had pleaded not guilty to all charges. His defense team argued his actions did not cross the line into federal crimes. Key testimonies painted a grim picture for the jury. Cassie Ventura described a decade-long relationship filled with control and abuse. She spoke of forced sexual encounters, terming them freak-offs. Her testimony was harrowing, providing jurors with a deeply personal account. Then came Eddie Garcia, a former security worker. He testified about an alleged rape incident involving Diddy and Cassie Ventura. Garcia also spoke of a 2016 assault video showing Diddy hitting Ventura. Garcia testified that Diddy paid $100,000 for the footage. The video itself had been shown to the jurors, a silent, damning piece of evidence. The jury's task was to weigh this complex narrative. This trial captivated the nation. Sean Diddy Combs was more than a defendant. He was a cultural icon. His celebrity status guaranteed widespread interest. The charges were deeply serious. Allegations of sex trafficking and racketeering were shocking. Witness testimonies intensified the public's focus. High-profile individuals like Kid Cudi were witnesses. This was celebrity justice magnified. The courtroom disruption on June 3rd added drama. It fueled intense media coverage. The incident became an instant headline. The tension ratcheted up further. It encapsulated the chaotic energy of the trial. Public reaction was intense and divided. Social media became virtual courtrooms. Some voiced support for Diddy. Others expressed profound outrage. The case reflected broader societal divisions. As of June 4, 2025, the trial continues. Prosecutor Maureen Comey indicated more witnesses are forthcoming. Each day promises new revelations. The nation watches, holding its breath. The final verdict remains unknown, but the drama is undeniable.